Welcome to Lingua Latina Chapter 16, Lesson 2. Let's read the Latin aloud. Pars navis posterior pupis dicitur, in pupi sedet nauta qui navem gubernat. Quomodo navis in medio mari gubernari potest, cum terra nulla videtur, gubernatur caelum spectat, in alto mari sol aut stellae iduce sunt, a pars caeli unde sol oritur dicitur oriens, partes caeli sunt quatuor, oriens et occidens, meridies et septentriones. Occidens est pars caeli quo sol occidit, meridies dicitur ea caeli pars ubi sol meridie videtur. Pars contraria septentriones appellatur a septem stelis, quae semper in ea caeli parte stant. Is qui ad septentriones navigant, oriens a dextra est, a sinistra occidens, meridies a tergo. Oriens et occidens partes contrariae sunt, et meridies et septentriones. Go ahead and read through all of Lesson 2 in Latin, and come back and translate this section with me. So here we have pars navis, the lower part of the ship is called the pupis, the poop deck. This pupis is like Tiberis. It's a true I stem. In that you see in the the accusative, you see im, and the ablative you see e, as opposed to m and e. And we see that posterior is the comparative of post for the lower part. In the pupi and the poop deck, the sailor sits who steers the ship. How is the ship able to be steered or governed in the middle of the sea when no land is seen? The helmsman, the gubernator, the helmsman, watches the sky. On the deep sea, the sun or stars are leaders to him, are his leaders, or guides, maybe we'll put here for duques. That part of the sky whence the sun arises is called the oriens, or the east. The parts of the sky are four. There are four parts of the sky: oriens east, occidens west, meridies south, et septentriones north. Occidens, the west, is the part of the sky in which the sun occidits, or sets. Occidit means to set. It's the opposite of oriri. Meridies, or south, is given the name, or that part of the sky where the sun is seen in the middle of the day, meridie. The opposite part of the sky is called septentriones, or the north, from the 7 stars which always stand in that part of the sky. The septentriones are the Big Dipper, which is always in the north. To those guys who, so you got to translate, like qui is he who. Here we have for those guys who, the dative, for those guys who sail to the north, the east is on their right, the west is on their left, the south is behind them. The east and the west are opposite parts, like the south and the north. The only thing I want to point out here, which is a very important concept, is oriri. Oriri looks like a passive verb, but it's translated actively. So when you see oritur, arises, you need to translate it actively, and there are a few verbs like that, and you'll learn them in the margin notes as deponents.